Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike is about 3 siblings, Vanya, the brother, Masha, our oldest sister, and then Sonia. And they are a family who doesn't get along very well, and this story is how their relationship grows, and you see that through their interactions with not only each other, but outsiders as well.
It's a comedic kind of interpretation of a Chekhov play called Uncle Vanya, and it's written by Christopher Durang. It's just really interesting to see Chekhovian plays, which are normally kind of thought-provoking, to be turned into a comedy. Anton Chekhov was a Russian writer. He wrote plays about the human experience, and he thought that the most divine drama that comes about is normal people living their normal lives. He just thought that the best way for people to enjoy and experience theater was through watching things that they go through themselves.
I've really enjoyed working on the show because for the first week we took time just to learn the blocking, and it was nice because we just repeated small scenes over and over and over again. Doing that, it's been a lot easier to memorize.
There are moments in rehearsal where we'll run lines or we'll do that huge section that we're like dreading doing, and then we get through it and everyone's just like cheering and like clapping for each other. It's really nice to kind of be in that environment that's like so encouraging.
We're finally ready to really dive in and polish things up, so it's gonna be really fun and I'm really excited.
When you're working on a comedy, the most that you have to spend a lot of time on is just timing. If you don't get a joke in right when you need to, it won't land the way it needs to. So like that's one other element that you have to work on besides everything else, like blocking and memorization.
You can overdo it, you can underdo it. The pacing has to be there. You gotta understand the joke. You gotta make everybody else understand the joke.
When you're working in dramas, sometimes you deal with serious topics, and then you can leave rehearsal and you're like, wow, that was heavy. But with comedies, it's always just a really fun experience and everyone's like laughing and working their way through it.
The reactions with each other have been really fun.
The audience as a factor in comedy, it's fun. It's immediately rewarding, and it's like instant gratification, especially when, you know, you've been working for so long and everything and you just want people to like it. When you do get those laughs, it's one of those things where when you work on a show for so long and you do like dissect through all the jokes because you have to, you kind of like invest yourself in a joke, and then when it goes well, you're like, yes, score, I did it.
The timing of how like things are spaced out and like where you pause for laughter and stuff is really different every night that comes in, and the energy that you get back from the audience is always different, so it's really interesting to see what audiences pick up on each night.
You almost invest yourself more in a comedy than a drama just because you're like, I like these, so I hope they do. I love working here at CSC as a theater student.
Everyone is so supportive of you, and everyone really works to make sure that we have a good product and we all have fun with each other. And it is such a small department, and that's beneficial to us because we get to do everything. We get to build a set, we get to work with lighting design.
Scott and Roger really take the time to work with everyone. Scott's really good about taking the time to figure out what you want out of your experience here at CSC.
Scott really works with us on creating classes. I know he's created like a 3D design class for us to understand how to do a 3D rendering. He just brought in a costuming class. It's brand new here. And so the opportunities we get to customize our learning here is incredible. And we really do get hands-on experience with every part that we can here at CSE.
Roger and Scott are also really big proponents of finding job opportunities. That's really great to kind of have that like personalized outlook on your education.